Hi, I'm Terry Wolkowicz, and this is my husband.
Chris Wolkowicz.
And we are longtime residents of New Bedford, and we really wanted to talk about our tree. It's not really our tree. For now, it's our tree. Cucumber magnolia that sits next to our home is probably, we think, was planted in the 1880s. This tree was formerly part of the Stetson estate, and Thomas Stetson was interested in some unique trees being placed on his estate. So he hired Charles Elliott, who's a part of Olmsted and Elliott, which was a famous landscaping firm in Boston. And he decided where and what kind of trees to distribute around the estate. And that's why we end up with a cucumber magnolia, which is really not commonly known in this area.
It's not indigenous. I've lived at this site for this property for 50 years. My parents bought it in the early 70s. And at the time, the tree had cables on it from different trees to stabilize it because it supposedly went over one of the hurricanes. I'm not really sure. Maybe it was 54. That was Carol. And over the years, it stabilized and the cables were removed. And it's really kind of a centerpiece of this neighborhood. It's every person who walks by that tree and does not live here will stop and look at it. I see it every day through my window. Someone's always looking up and saying,
Didn't people stop and have I think we had somebody taking wedding pictures out by the tree a couple of times. Did you ever
wedding
notice that?
pictures and stuff. And then it was on a tour of the what's it called, Historic Trees of New Bedford. And the guy wanted to put a plaque on there. Even the guy who takes care of the tree, I have it done every 3 to 5 years or whatever. He's in love with this tree, and he's been doing it for, I don't know, almost his whole life, and he wanted to put a plaque on it. I said, hey, go right ahead if you want to. But
well, it was measured at some point. The National Forestry Association said it was the widest cucumber magnolia in the country. We can't find that certificate. But your family put something on the tree.
And it was also the tallest of its kind, and the largest one was found in the redwood forest, which was my understanding. Yeah. And growing up, my dad had, back in the 70s, it was kind of popular to put these, they kind of like wax figures, and it was a smiley face, and it was there for all the time I grew up. And then one day someone came knocking at my door and saying it's missing. I said, oh, really? And someone had stolen it. And
so people called it the smiley face tree because his family had put this yellow smiley face on it, and so it was just referred to. And then we never even noticed why anyone would steal a smiley face off a tree. But one day somebody brought it up, and we said we had no idea when the smiley face had disappeared. But this tree I just like thinking about it in that it reminds us that we're here for a little bit and then we're gone. And that tree has seen a lot, right? And will go on after us. And I think that kind of puts your life in perspective as far as how we think of ourselves and occupying this one little blip in time. That tree has been here, has stood through so much and watched and observed so many changes in this neighborhood. It's kind of cool.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's harder leaving the tree. Than
She
it is-
wanted to put it in the sales agreement that they have to. They
Yeah, I
can't
wanted some assurance. I can't do it, but yeah, I guess maybe include that we are leaving, and hopefully somebody else will take really good care of it, right?
Oh, well, this house has been someplace that either myself or my family have lived for over 50 years, and the tree has always been well taken care of, and something. It was a point of our life. And moving on now, I'm sure we'll come maybe to visit the tree on occasion and just see how it's progressing as we get older and the tree gets older.